Hey guys, I want to talk about inspections for if you're a home buyer, okay, in real estate. I want to talk about how important inspections are. Now, there's 10 or 11 very, very important things you need to consider when doing a home inspection and having done when you do it. We'll go into those. And once again, if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, Steve Gardner, eXp Realty, Greater Daytona Beach area, East Central Florida. So let's get back to it. So as a buyer, I always recommend to my clients that you definitely have an inspection done. Okay. If you don't do an inspection, you're really gambling. I have some investor clients that are builders or contractors, and I get that. If you're a contractor and you know what you're doing and the house is in really, really bad condition, you're knowing you're going to have to gut the plumbing, gut the electrical, then you may want to save on an inspection, but it's not worth it. Even if you walk into the perfect house, even new construction, um, and in Florida, we can get an inspection period and make sure everything's taken care of. You just don't know. Okay, so peace of mind, you're spending 250, $300,000 on a piece of property. 550 bucks is well worth the money. So let's get into it. Let's talk about it. So one of the first inspections that an inspector, a good inspector, and I've got them if you need them, reach out to me. Ones that I recommend, you need to have the attic inspected, crawl space area, okay, because a lot of electrical trusses, looking for leaks, make sure that everything is proper with insulation. The other one is a roof inspection. The roof inspection is super, super important, especially with insurance in Florida. If the house is built prior to 2012, then it's probably going to need a new roof. That's what the inspectors are saying. So what an inspector do is go up there and make sure that the shingles are all tight, that there's nothing missing, the ridge cap is gone, your vents that the squirrels get into, they're in good shape. And if there's any maintenance, they can help you with that and get you where you need to go. The other one, the exterior of the house, obviously you want to have the exterior of the house inspected. That's for foundations, cracks. Make sure that the ground is up away from the foundation, that bushes aren't up against the house. There's a litany of things that you need to have done. HVAC in Florida, that's the air conditioning system, heating and air conditioning. Okay, that's a huge ticket item. My gosh, you've got to have that. You've got to have that inspected. And what they'll do is they'll inspect the air handler, which is the inside unit, usually inside the house, garage, or in the attic, and then the outside heat pump system, generally, or straight cool. They'll go out and check and make sure the pressures are there, that all the used to use Freon, but the gas is all correct and it's cooling to the proper temperature, and heating, because that's an expensive ticket item. Plumbing. Plumbing, most of the newer homes now are PVC or the new flex type of pipe. But if you get into the 60s and 50s, you may have some cast iron pipes. So an inspector should flush all the toilets, make sure the flow is good, make sure that there's no clogs, make sure there's no drips, leaks, that sort of thing, and that it looks good. The interior of the house, when during an inspection, generally they'll run all the appliances, they'll do the windows, they'll do the electrical outlets, they'll open doors, make sure they're level. Uh, Everything inside the house, check your smoke detectors, that sort of thing. A good inspector will also do. Uh, Appliances, obviously, you want to have your appliances inspected. Make sure the freezer's cooling properly, the refrigerator is. Uh, uh, and all the stoves working, microwave, all that kind of stuff's pretty common sense. But a lot of the inspectors now have also, and the one that I recommend, the home exam, has access. So when they do their inspection, they can pull your serial numbers on what your appliances are and see if there's any recalls. Matter of fact, they just announced a big Samsung recall that the washer machines at the motherboards were all catching on fire. That's not good. So a good inspector should have that availability to you to see if there's any recalls. And last but not least, well, there's two more. Last but not least, the outside sprinkler system. If you have irrigation in Florida, we use city water, reclaimed water, which is basically reused water, waste for lawns, which is a great idea. And then, of course, well water. Well water is just like if you were if you had a piece of farmland and you had a well and you had drinking water, but we use it for sprinklers too. So a good inspector will go out there, make sure that's running, is priming properly, and that all the heads are working. And last but not least, always get a termite inspection, guys. It's real important. Even if it's a concrete block house, it does not matter. The subterranean termites can get up through cracks in the foundation, get in the inside walls, and that's a big one. That's a big one. Frame house, obviously. So always get a termite inspection. And also a termite inspection is what's called a WDO. It's a destroying organism report. So that includes fungus too, and bees. Let's say you have carpenter bees or ants. So it's not just termites, but the most common thing everybody associates with an inspection with a WDO is a termites, because that's what you don't want. So anyway, I'm going to end this quickly here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, once again, subscribe to my channel. If you need anything, hit me up. It's Steve Gardner, eXp Realty, Greater Daytona Beach area, East Central Florida. Thanks. Take care.